Salute botani mawethu molo mhlobo wami sanibonani mzikantu dumelang malapeng ditsala tse ratehang locha thobela nda how shame magae reminders. I would like to welcome all of you to this second remind of the reminder series. My name is Tulani Umtombe Kakwat Dimlo Diko. Today, let us take a closer look at the vibration of numbers. Why must we do that? Well, because the life we are living itself is about numbers more than anything else. There is a lot of communication going on the planet through the numbers. If you do not understand the language of the numbers, you might lose out on very important issues of life that tend to affect you as an individual and also affect us as people at large. Each number is a vibration. Time is a vibration. Each symbol is a vibration. Each sound is a vibration. Each word is a vibration. Each movement is a vibration. Everything is a vibration. Even nothing is a vibration. Because nothing actually exists as nothing. Nothing is held up together inside its own etheric space. Nothing exists as a potential, as a possibility, as a possible reality of something. Nothing is an infinite source of new possibilities. So nothing is also a vibration. Why am I wasting time emphasizing the obvious? Well, because I'm building a safe runway for us to take off successfully. We are going to take off high and far, going forward. We are going to get into a divine space here. Uko, diko. Everyday numbers affect almost just about anything that we do or do not do. So numbers carry some of the strongest vibrations in our lives. Numbers affect things like the time we are born, all the way till the time we die. Numbers affect our growth stages, time we spend at school, hours we work, rest or sleep, the state of our material wealth. Numbers affect how we behave as societies. So the language of numbers seems to be the language that measures the effect of all other various kinds of languages and their life effect on us and our environment. Yet numbers seem to speak a very silent and sometimes a very secret communication. But the vibrations thereof are also very effective. If you understand the language of numbers and also symbols, then you can be in a better position to track down or observe what is referred to as timeline prophecy. This has turned out to be the most important use of numbers for me. That is to be able to track down timeline prophecy. Not just end time prophecy, but the whole timeline prophecy. In other words, numbers are able to tell us how far back we have come from. That is, where are we coming from? How long did it take to get us here? How long must we still be here before this life's drama is all over? And what is an ultimate fate of each and every one of us? Numbers are able to tell us all of that. So let's get down to business. We are going to start with the basic numbers. That is numbers from 0 to 12. So reminders, I'm going to use my friend here next to me, the board. Let's start with 0 and try and get a general meaning of numbers. 0. 0 is just, it's a number. It's just a mother or the womb of all numbers. So we say 0. We just say this one is a mother. This is a mother of all numbers or the womb of numbers. 1 actually represents oneness. Oneness or divine unity. So 1 is oneness. Or divine unity. 2 represents companionship in numbers or soulmates. So 2 is companionship. 2 companionship. Companionship or soulmates. 3 actually is trinity or the three-dimensionality of reality. Trinity is or three-dimensionality of reality. So 3 is trinity or three-dimensionality of reality. Three-dimensionality of reality. Let's get to 4. 4 is a very important number. 4 is a period of testing in our lives. 4 actually tests the manifested reality. Anything that is out there, that number represents the testing of that thing. So I can actually use a red one here, because it's not a very kind number most of the time. Period of testing. It represents the period of testing in our lives. 5 is actually grace, or part manifestation. Grace or part manifestation. 5 is grace or part manifestation. 6 is actually time for man's work on earth. 6 represents the time that we spend working on earth, or the falling, or the fall. So it's man's work. Time we're given to work on earth. 7. Let's look at 7. 7 is actually the completion of cycles. The completion of cycles. Anything, when it begins and it ends, it says, and if it goes back to the beginning, it's the whole cycle, it has completed a cycle. So 7 is a completion of cycles. I hope you see what I write there. 7 is a completion of cycles. 8 is a rebirth or the coming forth. When something is born again, it has completed a cycle, and then it must come back again. Rebirth. So 8 is a rebirth. In other words, something was there before, so it comes back again after a while. 8 represents that. Let's go to number 9. Number 9 is uprightness or morality. Something that is standing where it's supposed to be standing, with highest of its values. Uprightness or morality. Let's go to 10. 10 is actually a full manifestation of something. When something is there, it goes through its process of coming up until it fully manifests itself. So 10 is the full in other words, something that tends to grow and mature, and we see exactly what was this thing all about, the intentionality of this thing, full manifestation of it as a thing. So it's full manifestation, yeah? Full manifestation. Let's go to 11. 11 is actually a number for equality or balance. 1-1. You know, when they say the score is 1-1, that's balance, that's equality. Okay, this is equality. Now let's go to 12. 12 is for social compact. Social compact, the togetherness of the society with its own norms and values. What they also say, the number of tribes. It represents the totality of how people live as a society and all their systems. So, social compact. The number of tribes. I think we can now go past there. Let's look at some of the examples of the vibrations of the numbers. If we combine some few numbers here, we begin to see better how do things mean, or how are some of the meanings hidden in numbers. How can we use numbers to get some understanding of some few things. For instance, we have said 2 is a number for soulmate or companionship. So if we say, let's just check 4 as a number that we have said it's a period of testing. So if we talk about 4, for instance, let's start with 4. We said it's a period of testing. Period of testing. Let's split that 4 a little bit into soulmates. So 2 and 2, 2 by 2. It's actually now, because 1, 2 is soulmates or companionship. So 2 by 2 is double soulmates or double companionship. No, there's a company there. There's a company that is going together. So yeah, this is double companionship. Double companionship or double soulmates. 4 is a period of testing, I've said it. But now, if we say, for instance, 4 times 10, let's make that combination. We have said 10 is a full manifestation of reality of something, whatever it is. For it to be fully revealed or fully manifested, it's represented by the number 10. So if 4 has got to be fully manifested, has got to go with 10. So 4 as a period of testing gets fully manifested when that 4 goes with 10. So 4 times 10 is 40. So that 40 becomes a full manifestation of the period of testing. So it becomes a full manifestation of the period of testing. That's why they talk about the 40 days in the wilderness and the 40 nights. 40 days, 40 nights. Everybody goes through that period of testing at some point or another in a lifetime. So if we take the 40 itself, well, the 40 is more of the full manifestation of the period of testing of us as individuals. But sometimes we are tested as a group or as a country or internationally or as a globe, even as a universe. So now if you take the 40 individual testings, you make them a society, and now there is a testing of a society or of the whole country or even internationally or globally. You got another full manifestation of the period of testing, but this one is global now. So you got a global full manifestation of the period of testing. All right? Period of testing. Now this now is at 400. This is now 400. Now if we can make a good example of this one, see how a society or a country or even a region internationally or even globally or universally, how we get tested, you will realize that maybe I must come to that one later. I will explain this one later a little bit more. Let me just come to another one. Let me make another example. An example of 6. We have said 6 is your work on earth, energy, vibration. You know, your work on earth is represent all you're gonna do on earth, all your works, everything that you do on earth is represented by this number 6. And so you will do your work and finish it, but it's based on this number 6. Thou shalt 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. It's put like that somewhere in the scriptures. So that's why. So this is now work on earth. Now, if we want to fully manifest our work on earth, again we go. 6 times 10 is 60, or 6 and 10 is 60. Now this is full manifestation. Full manifestation, of work on earth. Full manifestation of work on earth. That's why they say, now you are 60, you can go on pension. You have shown us what you can do. You know, your work is fully manifested. So you go on pension at 60. Yet there is 70 also. 70, you're supposed to have reached your life expectancy. You know, 7 times 10. If you say, for instance, 7 times 10, this is 70. So yeah, it's a full manifestation of your completion of cycles. That's why it's written somewhere that we've been given 70 years, you know. This is a full manifestation of life cycles. Your life cycle is supposed to be fully manifested here at the age of 70. That is your life expectancy according to the records, like scriptures. So let us look at something a bit more interesting, and that is a bit more controversial. I will go back a little bit. I will go back a little bit in terms of our history, to look at another combination of numbers to get some meaning of some of the dates in our lifetime. So if we, for instance, look at the number at the time 2010, if we look at, for instance, 2010 in terms of numbers and in terms of what happens in the planet, what does it tell us? You know, we have said 2 is social soulmates or companionship, and then it's fully manifested at 20. All that is fully manifested at 20. But if that full manifestation of social compact or soulmates or companionship, if it's fully manifested by putting a 10, so it's 20 times 10. So let's say 20 2010, 2010, 20 times 10, and we are actually creating now something else here. We're creating 200. Now 200 now represents the full manifestation of companionship at global level. Once the numbers exceed 100, they begin to talk global space, global level, bigger than just one society or individuals. So 200. Now you remember 2010 we had the FIFA Soccer World Cup here, That was a global companionship right here in the womb of Mother Earth, the motherland. It had to be here. It couldn't be anywhere else that World Cup. It had to be right here in South Africa. So let's go and look at another example. If we take last year, 2020. 2020, let's split it also, is 20 and 20. So now 20 and 20, it gives us 100 on the other side. We're trying to look at a global space. I'm interested more now in those numbers there. We're looking at the global space now. Now we said 4 is period of testing. 40 is period of testing as individuals also. And then we look now at 400. 400 is also, 40 is a full, we said 40 was actually a full manifestation of the period of testing. Now 400 is also a full manifestation of the period of testing, but at global level now, where it involves almost everybody, 400. Right, so we'll remember what happened to us, the period of testing at 2020. We started talking COVID-19. That was a period of testing at global level. All of us, we've been tested. At 400, 2020. But there is something here. If you look at some of the writings that we look at them every Sunday, every Saturday, it talks about the slaves being freed after 400 years from bondage. Says they had to be passed over first. They had to be passed over by that dark X, the angel of darkness, so they say. After passing over, they had then to cross over. So you have to be passed over so that you get an opportunity to cross over. That's why they are called Hebrews. Hebrew means he who has crossed over. So, but there's something interesting also here. Once you have crossed over globally or as a society bigger than one person, as Hebrews, you still have to go back to a cycle of a period of testing again. So, because this period of testing was just for everybody, you didn't have to do anything. You just had to toe the line, follow everybody else. But then on the other side of crossing over, then it begins again. You begin to be tested again. There will be a full manifestation of the period of testing again after crossing over. That's why it is said that they spent 40 years again in the wilderness. Right. Let's quickly go to 2030. All right. I'm going to go a bit faster. 2030 equals 600. Remind us, let us meet at part 2 where we continue with this. Salute! Timlo!